Hello. So behind me, I have some clothes I thrifted over the past few days. Most of the ones on this side I got in one trip, and then most of the ones on this side I got in the second trip when I went with my friend. And I'm just gonna do a try on slash styling haul. I didn't vlog the actual thrift shopping at all, but I think that's okay. This is the best part of those videos anyway. So this is the first item. I just paired it with the same skirt I was wearing for the intro because it's got these nice blue flowers and I think this blue brings that out. I don't really have much other blue stuff I can pair with this, especially since this is like a cooler, slightly leaning towards purpler blue compared to some other blue stuff that I have that is more sky blue, more teal even. And then to add some practicality, I have this bright pink purse. I don't really have anything else much this color except for like one blouse, but I did thrift it one time randomly and later on realized it's like 100% real leather and it feels really nice and actually fits quite a bit more than you might think. Like I can fit my phone and my wallet and like a lip gloss in here all at once, and I think it kind of brings out, well, not necessarily brings out, but it complements the light pink of the skirt to bring this pink into the outfit in another shade. And for some reason I'm looking at myself in this mirror I have behind the camera. And for some reason, I don't think it clashes with the blue, perhaps because this is more of a even cool toned pink, and then this is also cool toned, so that all kind of goes together. So this is item number one, this little t-shirt. So this is the second and third items that I recently thrifted. This was at when I went to the day before I got this one. And this one I adore the colors. It's kind of got these little baby yellows and like a peachy pink and cream, and this light blue I think is perhaps the most standout color. Actually, I think there's multiple shades of blue, one slightly darker and one slightly lighter. But I really love the colors and I love this like delicate texture on the in between the colors. And so, but I wasn't sold on the fit, and it's a little loose in the arms and it doesn't really, like if you button it the way, you know, it should be buttoned, it just looks very odd to me. But I do like it open and it's so kind of breathable, I guess, that I don't really think I will need to like button it up for warmth ever. It's kind of more of a fashion layer, so I don't mind that. And then I was thinking about these pants that I just bought and that I thought these would go super cute together. So that's what I did. I paired them with white sneakers and this white shirt and then that headband from earlier. And fun fact, the shoes and headband are also all thrifted. So this is 100% secondhand outfit. The fabric does feel pretty nice. I wouldn't be too shocked if it's 100% cotton or anything. 60% cotton. So yeah, it feels really nice actually. And then I think these are Hollister. They're like corduroy not jeans, they're corduroy pants. I don't know if you can tell, but they fit me so perfectly. A little tight in the waist, not like uncomfortable, but I just know that over time it'll probably start pulling a little bit like that and I'll probably get some of that horrible gapping on the zipper, but that's okay. I got them secondhand. I can't complain too much. One more thing, I wanted to show it with a bag. I have this satchel that I also thrifted, and I just think like, it's just like a cute little bag, like for like a school going outfit. I'm not in school anymore, but the principle still applies. Okay, this is the next item. It's this purple sweater and it's got a double zipper. I've just put it with these jeans, thrifted, these shoes again, and that same white shirt that I was wearing in the last outfit. So some of the white basics are the same. Then I put on this purse with the pearl strap because I think the jeans and the sneakers and like the zippers kind of give it a more casual look, and so I think I can balance this out with a slightly like more structured bag with like the pearls. I feel like make it look fancy even though it's not necessarily. I really like this. I've been trying to get more purple items, so I saw this one and it's so soft. I'm sure it's like fully artificial materials and I've been trying to get more natural ones, but this one I thought was worth it. I think it was only $4, so totally worth it to me. And I'll show you the zipped version. So just like this, and I can also wear it fully open. Come on. Oh, it's this one. Here we go. Kind of multifunctionality is a big thing I look for, but also sometimes if something's just more unique and you think it will be great, sometimes that's worth it too. So I'm really happy with this one. I think it's definitely one of my colors and I've been missing out on purple. Oh, that reminds me. There, I put it in the background, but I don't really have the time to do my hair for each outfit, but I have this random purple ribbon that I pulled off like a gift. It's fabric and I thought it would be really cute to use as like a headband or like to kind of be a little bit more girly, even like make like a little bow. This is not even tying a bow, but just like vaguely mimicking it like on the back. Okay, I'm gonna hope you can see me because my camera was acting really weird. But or rather the tripod. It's not really a tripod, it's a tripod at the very bottom and then like a long stick up. Anyways, but the thing that holds my phone kept like tipping and twisting, so hopefully the angle is at least similar to what it was before and you can see me. This dress is the next item and I have been looking for something like this for so long. You have no idea. Like I just go to the dresses section, I look at white and I look for length. I think if it was even a little longer that would be nice, or if the lining went all the way down, but that's okay. And it's got this beautiful like lace detailing here and then also here under the bust. And of course these buttons all the way down, they actually do open and close. And that is also the only way in and out of the dress, which makes for a few minutes of buttoning and unbuttoning to actually put it on, but that's okay, I can live with that. So yeah, I kind of thrifted this with a dress like this in mind. I'm really happy with it. So I did pay $20 for it, but it was also new with tags. And I think like the original value of the dress, probably based on the similar dresses on the website, would have been around $70 to $80, I think. So I feel like that's a pretty good deal to resell something new with tags at like a quarter of the price. So, and it was worth it to me. Like I said, I've just been looking for something like this for so long. I just was leaning into kind of the vintage feminine vibes, I think, with how I'm styling this. But I'm gonna show you this dress with like a couple other things over it to kind of show how versatile this kind of dress can be. I'm bringing back this purple sweater to kind of show what I'm talking about. I think I could also lean into the more casual vibes of this sweater by switching out the shoes for those white sneakers from before. But I also like this. I love how the little lace neckline can show through this. Yeah, I think this is a really cute way to wear this dress as well. And then it is like a sleeveless, not sleeveless, it's like a spaghetti strap dress. And so there's also a myriad of ways I could pair like a t-shirt or a blouse or even like a tighter fitting sweater or something under this as well. And so yeah, I would 100% say it was worth $20, even though that's definitely steep for thrifting. Okay, so this is actually two items. This I thrifted first day and this I thrifted the second day. This is a Banana Republic sweater that's 100% merino wool. I really like it. It's like soft. Once I get it on, my brain is like, is it itchy? Is it not? I can't really tell. So if it ends up being more itchy, it might not last long in my closet and I might have to pass it on to somebody else. But I love the color and I love the fit, and I know it will actually be a great warm layer, or it's like I could even wear it by itself in slightly colder weather because it is wool. And then this skirt, here, let me show you this full 360. The placement of the pockets is a little odd, but I don't care about that so much. I saw it and I kind of liked the color of the denim. Then I was like, oh, flowers, I like flowers, those are cute. But I wasn't really sold because it's not that similar to other stuff my style. But then I tried it on and I just fell in love with the silhouette and it fits me perfectly. And I like that there's no slit or anything. It's just, its shape, it's nice. It has a little bit of stretch and give to it. It's very vintage. I'm not quite sure when. It gives me 70s vibes, but it could just as easily be a later period as well. I love the color. I think the two blues pair really well together, though when I was thinking of buying it, I was thinking of a white blouse as what could be the go-to to go with this. I think there's a couple of routes I could go with this. I could lean into kind of this like artsy, funky type of vibe and pull out the colors from here. Or I could go this like almost like cottagecore direction. Or like now I'm kind of leaning into the silhouette to make it more of this preppy look, I guess. Does preppy mean what I think it means anymore? Because to me, I just think kind of that, yeah, academic, also sort of sporty rich person vibe. Anyways, but yeah, with the shoes and the headband, is kind of more that vibe. And then also I could lean into that kind of vintage 70s vibe. There was a turtleneck that I almost bought, but it was cream and then it had an orange stripe and then like a pink section. And I imagined that that would look really cute with this. It was just too big. If I were to put a bag with it, I think this could be cool. Kind of like, I don't know, just add more color back in, or the white to match with the white accessories. Yeah, I really like this skirt a lot. Okay, editing Maya here. It has come to my attention since wearing this skirt that the pockets and zipper could be the front, just like how a pair of jeans would be worn. There's no difference in the length of the hem. It looks fine flipped both ways, and I can't find any real trace of a tag to indicate where the designer intended the front or back to be. So now I consider this a reversible skirt, which can show off some cute embroidery or appear more neutral with the pockets in the front. So just so you know. Okay, so this is the next item. It's this beautiful little shade of pastel yellow. I don't know why I used the word little to describe a shade, but I do not look good in yellows generally. Sorry, there's a mirror here and I'm like reconfirming that it actually looks okay with my skin. But yeah, this one is light enough that it's definitely yellow, but it still looks okay on me, and that makes me so happy because yellow is actually my favorite color, especially something quite similar to this. I prefer it slightly brighter just as a color to look at, but this one's really good and really close. And then this is the skirt from before, but because I'm wearing the sweater loose at this time, I think I could also tuck it into this skirt. It's pretty thin, so I think I could get away with that. But I think without the flowers showing, this looks kind of neutral, and then this was giving me like relaxed fall vibes. And so to lean into that, this is this slouchy bag that I thrifted pretty recently. And the fall vibes are just kind of impeccable. I think I would ideally be wearing boots, but those are already moved out because I'm moving, and these were what I had left. But I think they're pretty cute too. And then just because of the fall vibes being so strong, the urge to use headphones as an accessory hit. So I've also put on my headphones as part of this outfit, and I just really love it. I also think I could lean into like a more delicate feminine vibe. I'm not gonna put this on per se, but I think something like this could look kind of cute potentially with it. Okay, so next is this Tommy Hilfiger sweater. I was attracted to it because of this side view that I saw, which did not show the design at all, so I didn't know the brand. I was just like, ooh, that looks good quality and well knit and in good condition and not at all balled up. And then it was Tommy Hilfiger, and it's not a brand I have like any strong feelings about or connections to. I just know it's generally a nice brand. Maybe I'm wrong. I also think it's vintage and it's 100% cotton. You're probably noticing my shoe situation. I couldn't decide if I wanted to go for more like this like relaxed, sporty, casual vibe with the sneaker, or like kind of elevate it with the white shoe. So I'm wearing one of each, and kind of makes for a funny sight, I am sure. And then I don't know why, it just felt right to put my hair up, even though I said I wasn't going to be changing my hairstyle. Maybe it's something to do with that like neckline theory that I've seen going around, like turtlenecks, put your hair up, blah 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 blah. It just somehow seems right, even though it's by far not a perfect ponytail. So it is what it is. But I could actually use some styling ideas for this, because literally the only thing I came up with was to pair it with navy pants to match the navy. I think it could also go, I think, over something white perhaps, though it's pretty cream, so I think if it was too pure white like that, it might not look good, but I have mixed whites before to some success, so any suggestions for how to style this, please let me know. But yeah, it was only $6, and I think it's basically my age. The tag says 2003, I'm not much older than that. That's not really the point. I actually just really like it. It's really cozy. I really can see myself wearing this. I just think I need some more ideas of how to style it. I've also tucked it in a little bit here. This is its full length, just so you know if you are interested in giving me any suggestions for styling. The length is probably typical of the time where I'm more used to wearing something a little bit shorter like that, but I really like it. So All right, this skirt is our next item. Yeah, I really love this. I think it's so cute. I think it's a houndstooth pattern. It's not a plaid skirt, which I think kind of makes it look a little less schoolgirly than it otherwise might. I don't necessarily mind a schoolgirl-like aesthetic because I think it has its own fashionable vibe, quite aside from like school associations. Like there's just something about a pleated skirt, a button down, a blazer, that type of thing all paired together with kind of a shoe that matches. Like I think it just kind of leans more into preppy than schoolgirl. So anyways, but I do like that it's not quite as schoolgirly as a plaid skirt might be. And it's definitely a really versatile pattern. I have paired it with like basically black and white in this outfit, but I think I could also pair it with color. I was considering pairing it with that sweater back there that we'll look at in a second. In case you're wondering, this little top is also thrifted, as well as the button down. Just I think years ago I thrifted this, and then this one a lot more recently, like over the past couple of weeks actually. So yeah, the things I'm showing you in my haul are not by a long shot the only things I thrifted. I might even do a whole another video just about things I've thrifted over the past year until this point. So I definitely need to put a little break on shopping and more play around with what I have and how to style them like in this video. So anyways, I'm really happy with this skirt. I've folded it over just once at the waistband, but it's also totally fine unfolded as well. I think it fits me basically perfectly. I just think folding it over once kind of made the shape of it pop out a little bit more, and the length maybe just slightly more flattering, but I do like it like this as well. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I do like this length because it's a length I'm comfortable with without necessarily having to wear tights or something underneath. Like it's a very safe length without necessarily looking bad, I guess. Sometimes there's things that I'm like, it's too short for me to feel comfortable wearing it, but if it was longer, it wouldn't look as cute. And so I kind of struggle to balance that sometimes, but this one I thought was a great little balance. And it's kind of a miracle I bought it because what I was trying it on with at the store did not go with it at all. So I had to really use my imagination and say, I definitely have things like this that this will look so much cuter with. I'm really glad I brought this back. I'm happy with this one. Okay, and last but not least is this dress. And I can't believe I almost didn't buy it. It's just this beautiful, delicate material with these blue florals in it. And of course it's like ruffle, this like shape. That was so specific. And then these sleeves, which are kind of like ruched puff sleeves, kind of almost to my elbows. I think perhaps it's slightly big on me, but just the tie makes it look fitted enough. So perhaps there's a chance that the sleeves are meant to be more like there on my arm, but I don't really care. I kind of like the sleeves. I think they're cute. I like the neckline. I like the back. It's just these V's. And then I'm pretty sure this is how you're meant to lace it up. There's like little lace holes right here. And then I just pulled them back again to tie a bow because it would look really odd to tie it around the front and like divide the waist because it's got these lines from the bust. So I think to tie them right here would just not be right. So I think I have it tied as it's meant to be. I'm kind of obsessed with it actually. Don't mind me just looking in the mirror for a second. I like the length of it. There's the slip color is like this ivory champagne gold that actually shows through because the material is sheer enough. It's really obvious like right here up on the chest and might look a little bit odd compared to the skirt, but I actually don't mind that. I think it's kind of fun. If I need an extra layer, if it's kind of cold, then I can add a white cardigan really simply. So this was another idea knocking around in my brain, and the blues are almost a perfect match, but I think this just kind of gives it like a cozier vibe and perhaps a little bit casual as well. And also then envision like a white coat layered on top. I have a beautiful white coat. Okay, ideas. I'm so excited for this. And thus it falls to me to do the outro. Me being future Maya. So, I mentioned in the video that I was moving, and I have been moved for a few months. So that tells you how long it's been since I filmed that. And you might also have clued in based on what sort of items I was buying and how I was styling them, that it was kind of a late summer. And now I would say we're well into fall. So yeah, if you were wondering about that, that's the reason why. I've also since thrifted even more beautiful autumn winter pieces. But even at the time that I was filming that video, I was still thinking about the summer things that I wished I could have had that summer, and also looking forward to things that I wanted to wear in the fall. So that's why you got a mix of like sweaters, corduroy pants, and more like summery dresses, a t-shirt. So that should explain just about anything you were wondering. Also, this not tripod thing that I'm using that I mentioned, I guess there's something about the way the phone sits in it. I don't have professional filming equipment. You know, I think it's enough to get my videos across. Anyways, that's beside the point. But I guess there's something about the way my phone sits, the weight of it like pulls the angle down gradually. So there was kind of a gradual shift to show more ground than my body. Also, it did not do the best job at showing my actual proportions. So I'm sure some of the outfits and the fits of something maybe looked a little bit off, because as I was editing, I noticed that basically my body looked fairly proportionate from about, you know, the tops of my shoulders to maybe about my knee. And then like my head was a little bit stretched and bigger than it should be. And like from my knees to my feet was like super compressed. I am sure I will admit that. I'm not like, oh, I want to look tall on camera. But when the proportions are off, I feel like that makes my styling look a little different than maybe it was intended to be. Because if you're seeing this long skirt or this like midi length dress, and then you're seeing like this much leg out the bottom, that's not actually what it looks like, I swear. So yeah, I mean, I really thrifted a lot this summer ever since I graduated, and then I was looking to really hone in on the style. I've heard that hone in is incorrect and it should be home in, but to me they both make sense, and I'm usually kind of a stickler for saying things in the correct way. But I think one of the reasons hone in feels right is because I'm honing my style. So I was trying to hone my style, and also I was trying to expand to more corporate wear that I could wear into my new job. And I just had a little bit more money than I did during the semester. Not a lot, but a little more. Enough that I felt justified going shopping. I would say it got a little out of hand. This closet is chock full. I've got coats downstairs. In those drawers, I've got more clothing. I mean, some of it's like socks and things like that, but it's gotten pretty full, and I'm happy with the amount of clothes that I have, but I could not ever continue buying clothes at the rate that I was buying. So at some point I will probably show you individual hauls that I got, individual trips. I don't even know if I like the wording of haul. I think maybe that's not a very helpful word for me to have for myself. Also, I was also kind of justifying it by like, oh, I might make a video about this later. So I do have lots of footage, and I just have been too busy to do any real editing, as you can see by how late this video will be going out. But yeah, so I will be focusing a lot less on shopping, but I would love to do shop my closet type videos, closet tours, and just like styling videos, styling challenges, and things like that. So I will not be focusing on shopping and hauls chronologically from here on out, but I probably will retroactively edit and release those videos because they're fun. So we'll see. Please subscribe if you're interested in any of those plans that I was just mentioning. And I hope you have a very wonderful day.